Did you see the sticky notes above the computer? Did you see what they all said? Did you notice? I got a bunch of sticky notes above my computer.
Yeah.
Did you know what that was?
What do you mean, like the numbers or the other one?
The numbers.
Yeah.
Do you know what those numbers are? So it's the weeks. It's the weeks I've got left. And every time,
If you live to what age?
90.
Yeah.
And every time the week runs out on Sunday, I always take it off and I don't roll it out. I stick it there down.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've got the countdown.
Yeah.
Because I look up and I'm like, 12 weeks, man. I've been doing this for 12 weeks now. I've got 12 sticky notes up hanging up from the edge of the shelf, counting down. And I just look at it, I think, what have I done in the last 12 weeks? Like, that was 12 weeks gone. I remember when I did that first one, before 75 hard, or something around there. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, that's gone. That time's gone. Yeah. Or when you get to the end of a week, like now. No, not really. This is Wednesday. But when you get to the end of the week and then you're like, well, what did I get done this week? You know, and I feel like giving myself that visual really helps me protect my time, as opposed to living in the day-to-day. Because you'll get caught up in the day-to-day.
Oh, without a doubt.
You'll get caught up in the day-to-day, yeah?
So much happens.
So much. Got to take the bins out.
Yeah.
Got to go to Woolies.
Kids.
Did I get fuel?
Partners, like everything.
Yeah,
everything gets in the way.
relationships.
Friends, family, like whatever it is. You got things that come up.
Got to cook food.
Something's important for something else, and then they rope you into that as well.
And then your phone is blowing up the whole time. And there's a whole bunch of notifications on your phone as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we get warped into not even being present in the now. Because that would be a good thing. If you were present in the now and say, all right, that's fine. But not even that. Just repeating the same shit over and over.
Yep.
You know, not understanding our time, not understanding what we're doing.
Do you feel like that still though?
Me?
Yeah. Do you ever feel Groundhog Day? Do you ever feel that you're going through, like you're grinding and you're working hard and you're progressing, but do you ever feel that it's a repetitive thing?
Yeah, I feel like I'm running on the treadmill.
Yeah. Me
From
too.
a business aspect. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm running on a treadmill.
Yeah, me too. But I also get motivated a little bit by that cycle. It's like what we said last episode. It sometimes takes 10 before you get the one. You know, it takes 10 years sometimes. But the consistency is what's going to get you there. It's not that one client that comes in and saves the day, or that one deal you make, or that one move you make. It's the steps every single day consistently before that moment is what got you that thing and put you in a position to be there and ready to handle it when it does explode. Because if I'd won, or if I had made $50 million at 23, like how immature were you in your early 20s?
Me? How immature?
Yeah. Like did you have your head screwed on? Like where were you in your 20s? Out with the boys, partying, like what were you doing?
Early 20s, like 21, 22.
You know what? You bought Bitcoin and it just went mental. Like in your 20s, let's just say.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been very smart.
That's right. That's what I mean. Yeah. And that's fine. That's just life experience and whatnot. But I probably wouldn't have definitely had the family I've got now. That's for sure. Do you know what I mean? I'd be living a completely different life. And I feel that now with all my life experience that I've had to date, when it does happen and I hit the big time, it's gonna be a pretty cool, calm, collected head there.
So, okay, so you mentioned the whole thing about feeling like it's Groundhog Day. What do you do when
that happens?
Yeah.
I think initially I'll be like, I can't. Remember a little while ago I said I felt sorry for myself, you know, that I hadn't had the things that I wanted yet. That's probably as a consequence of that. When I feel like I'm grinding but not moving forward in that right direction and going, there it is. Okay, breathing space. Let's go. But then again, I bring myself back to that moment and go and realize the bigger picture and understand that my efforts compounding and understand that my efforts are moving in the right direction and I'm playing a bigger game. I'm still challenging myself. Do you know what I mean? Like it's construction company aside, the events side of things that we're doing is massive, right? People aren't playing in the circles that we're playing. Very few. Let's forget the top players that have been doing it for 15 plus years, yeah, and they're killing it. We're starting out and we're still giving it a fair nudge. And it's forcing me to level up even in my construction business because I have to. Because if I don't, things aren't going to get done. It's not going to move forward. We're not going to go in that right direction. But I keep my eye on the prize. I think that's what helps me. What's the greater purpose for it? I do enjoy the grind, but I'm keeping my eye on the prize, like what the goal is and where I want to go, what I want to do, how I want to affect everything and everyone around me. So that's probably my motivating factor. And really it just becomes push-ups. It's discipline. I know what needs to be done, so I just keep doing it. Even when I'm on the treadmill, I'm like, yep, cool. Tomorrow, doing the same thing again tomorrow.
So, but how do you know it's going to get you where you want?
I don't. What a beauty. So you do need to enjoy the process too. It's like the person that enjoys the journey is always going to work further than the person that's aiming for the destination.
Yeah, it's a funny concept, huh?
Yeah. I don't. I have an unwilling belief, right? But I can't say without certainty. Without doubt that I'm going to get there. But I see everything I'm doing and playing the bigger game, the education of myself, the risk taking, it can't not pay off. And I'm not going to give up. It's not like Conor McGregor says it too. It's like you've got to be a little bit crazy. You have to be. You got to be a little bit, people see this thing as obsession. Like if I say, oh, you're obsessed, that's generally a negative connotation to what I just said. You being obsessed about. You're obsessed about work. You're obsessed about your wife. And if I wasn't obsessed with my wife, I never would have married her. I wouldn't have pursued that. I would have given up the first time I was rejected. Do you know what I mean? I would give up. If I wasn't obsessed about getting these goals, achieving these things, I would give up. If I'm not obsessed, the obsess is different, is better than average. GC says it's like be obsessed or be average. Which one do you want to be?
GC, huh?
I'd love to get GC on the show.
Dude.
How good would it be?
Yeah.
I'd join up Scientology if you did.
He is one.
Fuck it.
He is an exact. What did you say? You join up Scientology?
I didn't react to that. I was like, what's going on?
He is.
Just went on to the content.
I was just thinking.
Just said it.
Nah, because dude, he's.
Fuck, I'm going to get fucking mail in the thing from Church of Scientology now. Oh,
yeah, 100%.
Not interested. Just chill.
Unless he's sitting here. Send me a DM, I'll send you his address. You can go knock on his door. He's a perfect example of someone who's done that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because no one knew who he was when he was... Dude, when he was 50, no one knew who he was.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? This is a guy who peaked when he got to late 50s, early 60s.
Consistency.
He was going so hard for so long and he blew up.
Yeah.
Like, blew up, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely blew up.
Mm-hmm. I think it was 18 or 19 he came to Melbourne. I can't remember what it was. You're making noises.
Yeah, but
he's pumped.
He was even 18, 19. He is not as big as he is
no
now.
chance. No chance.
Yeah.
I had no idea who he was before I went to see Gary Vaynerchuk.
A lot of people went to see Gary Vaynerchuk. Yeah, he'd blown up at that point. Yeah.
He was there and I'm like, oh, who's this bloke? He's like, oh, hot shot, blah, blah, blah. I ended up buying his business boot camp and going to Sydney and seeing him. Mad dog. Then I bought tickets to go to Vegas. That was cool. Yeah, it was. It was a good trip. Good trip. But you look at everything, even athletes, like you look at these people who are exceptional at what they do, they're obsessed. They live it, they breathe it. It's he'll say, bringing the shit out. It's like success it's your duty. You know what I mean? You've got to do it.
Do you know what I love that you said the other day?
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and thanks for watching.